All right, all right. Hey, what's up, how's everybody? I am here with my girl,
AlQamar. And I'm here with my girl.
You know what? We ain't been drinking, y'all. We promise. The only thing I've been drinking was my joint relief from here at Everlasting Life. Sometimes, you don't always pre-think of everything you're gonna do. You know,
This is a live show.
It is live, and that was what makes it fun.
No cutting, going back and fixing. We just gotta roll with it.
I was like airheaded for a minute, but it's all good. Thank you for joining us. We're having so much fun here at Everlasting Life, where you can get all of your natural good foods and healthy drinks. Today I am drinking this is called the Relief joint. I think I was having a little cramps and stuff going on. So this really helps because right now I don't even feel those cramps. And it really works. I'm not even joking. It really works. So check us out here at Everlasting Life. Great food, great fun. There's always something going on. You never know who you're going to meet. We have great people. I'm just telling y'all, the energy is so great here. I think you see my neck right here. I'm kind of choked up and wearing my girl AlQamar, her fabulous pieces.
Yes. The chokers are the thing now. They're coming back. All the styles just right back around.
80s, 70s, 60s, but I don't think I never left on any of it because I'll just go in my wardrobe
and get it all.
That's what they tell me.
But you're wearing a nice simple piece, a nice simple lace style choker. And I have all types of chokers, family. I got them big and bold, sparkly rhinestone. I got a real nice charm chokers. Simple pieces like Miss Tempie's wearing here. So you guys want to come see me?
Yes. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, of course, my name is Tempie Satcher. Some of you know me as Tempie Satcher Dukerson. I am a natural hairstylist. Got mine all wrapped up today, but it's okay. We have one of those days. I'm the founder of 2 natural hair expos that goes on here in the DC area. DC Love Locks and Napioki Karaoke Hair Show. I also love to tie-dye your old and new. Bring them new again, your old clothes. You don't have to take them to the thrift store or give them away. Sometimes you look at stuff and be like, oh, I just got to go to the mall and get something new. You don't have to do that. Bring them to me. I also make soy candles. I love scents. I love to smell good, fresh things. So I started making my own. Okay, so please look me up at size82000 at hotmail.com.
And those are just a few things she do. Yes. I'll tell a quick story. We were here one day and one lady asked her, so what do you do for a living? And I looked around and about 10 minutes later, Tempie was still telling her what she do for a living. So this woman here is a powerhouse. She does it all.
Yes, I ain't even telling my country sing, but I ain't even
that's what I'm saying. You can go through the whole resume. We're here at Everlasting Life. Dr. Baruch hosts a health, wealth, and knowledge of self workshop every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Family, with you guys, now this is information that you would pay lots of money for.
Trust
valuable nuggets of information that you do not readily see.
That's
out
right.
there. You're not going to readily get this information easily out in the airwaves. So you definitely want to come and join us here.
And it's free.
All right, and he's discussing health, wealth, and knowledge of self. And every week there's a different topic, and everybody who comes always loves whatever's being discussed, and they say they learn a lot. So definitely that's here at Everlasting Life.
Tell them the address.
It's 9185 Central Avenue. That's inside the Hampton Mall Shopping Center. Right off exit 15B, if you're familiar with the Beltway.
Yes. So, what are some of the things you have going on?
Well, real quick, I'm gonna run through this real quick. There's a dinner. Actually, again here at Everlasting Life, we'll be hosting a dinner and a movie night starting in February. Starting this Friday will be our very first one, and we're going to be airing Hidden Colors. Hidden Colors 1 through 4. We're going to go through the whole series, starting with 1 this Friday. We're going to wrap it up at 4 for the last week. So yeah, that's from 7 to 9 p.m.
We're going to have some popcorn, some natural popcorn.
Natural popcorn's here. Yep, there's a 1 plate or 2 drink minimum.
Okay.
So you just come, you grab your food, you sit down, and you watch yourself a really educational documentary.
All right.
And then after the documentary, there'll be a question and answer session as well.
All right.
So
See,
that's
told
here.
y'all all this great fun here at Everlasting Life.
Yes.
Get in on our fun today because we have a great topic for you guys today. We don't want to just be, saying all of what we need to say because there's so much. How many of you out there have grown up on all the different cliches? I don't know. I mean, what does that mean? My husband said, I ain't never heard of cliches until I married you. I said, well, hell, that's all I grew up on was cliches. So you guys get ready to tell us some of the cliches that you grew up on. Get ready to call in 240-455-5934. We're going to run down a little bit of some of the cliches that we have grown up on and still here today. And you have anything else that you want to share?
I do, but we can go right into the topic and then we'll come back and bounce back.
Okay, so then we're going to kind of spread and divide things up a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so how many of you have ever heard, and get ready to call in because I want you to share some of the things that you have heard, okay? Yes. Or some of the cliches that you're still hearing today. Right. But when I was a kid, my mother used to always say, the Bible says, spare the rod to spoil the child. Anybody know what that means? I think I know what it means now. But when I was growing up, she would always get ready to get the belt and then say the Bible says. And I'm like, well, can you tell the Bible stop saying it? Because right behind that, I got in trouble a lot. Maybe my brother, my sister did, but I'm the middle child, so I know I probably was spared the rod a whole lot of times.
I got some stories.
And that's just one of 1,000.
So what does that mean to you?
Well, from the whoopings that I got behind it, it's like when I got in trouble or something that didn't agree with my mom, it was to discipline. So if you don't discipline the child now, someone else will later. That's the way I feel that cliche, that's how it's relevant to sparing the rod and spoil the child. So.
Well, that's an interesting one, especially in this era we are in now where, not so much in our culture though, because some cultures don't feel like you should spank children.
Yeah.
I think we're a little different when it comes to that in our culture, because we're like,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So even like that, like the whole Bible verses from back in the day. So even now, those are being challenged.
Those are being challenged, and they have been changed. Trust me, because a lot of times I've heard parents and people say that had we. They say, well, you want to be able to discipline your child in the home so that when they go out in public, that the police or whoever won't have to. So, I don't know. You guys tell us how you feel about that.
Yeah, what y'all think about that cliche? Spare the rod, spoil the child. Is it still in effect? Is that something that has been helpful throughout the years? Should we, not use that cliche anymore? We love to hear from you guys. And remember, call in. So if you have a cliche that's really been impactful in your own life and you want to share it and share the story why, we want to hear from you guys, because our goal is to share these cliches and see if they're helpful today.
Yeah, do you have one?
Of course I do. So my dad played a pivotal role in my life in a lot of ways. And he used to use a lot of cliches, much like your mom. And you say you use a lot of cliches.
I use them, and my mom's to this day.
Okay. So when I was going down my list, and I was like, okay, I noticed that like most of my cliches had came from my dad.
Okay.
So one he used to say all the time was, nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream.
Nothing comes to a sleeper
but a dream.
Okay. So break that one down.
So what it means to me is that I think that if we sleep on things, like if we don't go out there and react on it and move on things or move towards stuff, it's just a dream. You're just dreaming on what could possibly be, but you still sleep. Does that make any sense?
Sort of, kind of, but I think I feel what Dad was trying to say. Now,
Nothing
it's like
comes
when
to
you
a
think of
sleep over
something,
the dream.
it remains a thought until you react on it, and
Right.
and make it come true. All right.
So we sleeping on a lot of stuff out here.
Hey, a lot of us are sleeping on things.
It ain't nothing but a dream coming, and it's not reality. It's still a dream.
So tell Dad, we think we broke it down.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I served him right with that one. What about you guys? Let's see with any of the family.
Anybody out there have anything that they can share with us? One of your cliches.
Let's see.
Cliches. 240-455-5934. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, Jay says, "Hey Mike and Jay and Etienne. Etienne is so faithful. Thank you, Ed. I'm looking forward to getting you on or calling or something because that little young brother right there is sharp, guys." Mm-hmm. But anyway, Jay says, "I never had to spank my babies more than one time each, all the way up until adulthood. They all turned out great. Whether you have to spank your babies is based on how much you allow the world to present to your babies before you do."
Hello.
All
See,
right.
so a lot of that training goes on at home. So good.
Can't get away from that.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
Here's another little one. I don't know how much truth is in this, y'all. Y'all can tell me. But if a black cat crosses your path when you're driving, you know how some of us drive and a black cat just cross. Some people say that that's bad luck, and they will get out and spit. I ain't never.
Spit?
Oh my God! Yeah, they say to stop the bad luck.
Spit though? That's the first time I heard that one. Spit with a back cat. Oh
no, not on the black cat. Like when he crosses with spit, where he
cross.
Yeah, when he crossed.
And then that's supposed to do what?
And that's supposed to stop the bad luck, girl. I'm trying to tell you, it's just a whole bunch of stuff.
I wonder how many people still have those like phobias.
I know. I know some people who does. So.
About the whole black cat thing?
Yes. I mean, I can name one person, and they will get out in the middle of I said, look, don't be jeopardizing my life because you have you about to kill me. Stopping really in the middle of the street. Just go out there and spin where they gonna cat cross you. Crazy.
I've never heard the spit part.
All right, so look, we do have a caller.
Wow.
Let's see what our callers think. We ready for our caller? All right.
Caller, you're on.
Who do we have?
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Who are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Georgia.
Georgia.
What's your name?
Georgia.
What's your name, sir?
Michael.
Oh, hi, Michael from Georgia. Woo-hoo! What's going on? What's on your mind?
Yeah, your show, you're talking about cliches.
Yeah.
So I'm born, I was in a single-family household raised by a woman. So she was a religious woman, Christian. Mm-hmm. And I guess to keep me in line, she says, honor thy father and thy mother.
Yes,
that's
a good one.
Definitely heard that one,
That's a good one. And
so that's basically what she did to keep me in line and to keep me to respect her. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you live by that cliche, Mike?
Well, at the time, she, very domineering. I guess that she felt like she had to be, being a single woman, raising a male, and as a male, we have a different nature than most females understand. So it to me, it got to be more of a controlling factor as far as me wanting to have experiences, and she was not allowing me to be adventurous, and it got to be more of an enslavement than something that enhanced me as far as learning how to be wise, but then still have adventures. You get what I'm saying? So she say, stay, do this, do that, and if you don't listen to me, then God ain't gonna get you because you're supposed to honor me, that type of thing.
Yeah, I grew up on that same one, Mike. I can relate to that one very well.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that.
Oh, thank you so much,
I think
ladies.
that's another one that's very popular.
All right, Mike. Well, thank you and have a great day and continue to listen
too.
to us.
Yes, thanks for tuning in.
All right, thank you.
Somebody said bad connection. Listen, family, if this Facebook live streaming, as you guys know, we got, some days it's great, some days it's not so great. But you can go on to eatlifemedia.net right now.
The word
E, life ElifeMedia.net right now, and you can catch us live, clear as a bell. We're right up. You see the whole studio, you hear us clearly, all that stuff. So if Facebook is, kind of jiving on us today, just click on ElifeMedia.net, family.
All right, so let's get back to our cliches. What's another one? Do you have another one to share?
Oh, yes. Okay, here's one that I love to use all the time. Do for self. Do for self.
Do for self. Break it down.
Okay, so that to me means that do not depend on other people for the things that you can provide for yourself.
Okay.
So mainly, food, clothing,
I know
shelter.
something that was kind of like that. Do unto self as you want others to do unto you. I've heard that one. Have you ever heard that one?
I have heard that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but the do for self one, I think, was coined by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad back in the 60s. When he was advocating that we need to do for self.
Okay.
We do a lot of depending on other people to provide our food, clothing, shelter, and everything else we need in order to survive in society, when we should be more dependent on our own and ourselves. Mm-hmm. So that's what that means. That term means for me, do for self.
All right, do for self. I have another bad luck one. Oh gosh, I don't mean to keep hitting y'all with the bad luck ones, but this one says if you break a mirror in the house, you're going to have 10 years of bad luck. Has anyone ever heard of that one? Because I know I done broke some mirrors in my day inside of my home. Have you ever broken a mirror in your home?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever realize any type of bad luck?
No.
That was not so.
Big on that stuff.
Okay. Because bad luck gonna happen if it's bad luck gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Good luck gonna happen if it's good luck. I like to live by the good luck things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But that's another one. That's
But have you heard that one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard it before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't pay it no mind, but I heard it. But I've heard it.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes, Mike said he's heard the mirror cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it wasn't the only one, Mike.
I have one. As you can see, me and Tempie differ with our cliches.
Yeah.
So another one that I grew up on was no one person can rise above the condition of their people. Yeah. And so that one, to me, means that I think a lot of times we have a tendency to look at certain examples in society and say that, to live up to, like celebrities or billionaires or millionaires or what have you. And then we say, well, see, they did that. We all can strive to be that. Well, I was taught that not one person can rise above the condition of their people. So if the masses of the people are struggling and you have a couple of people that are not, then that shouldn't be, then they can never rise above the condition of the masses of the people that are struggling.
So that's more so like each one help one type thing?
Yeah, it's like a responsibility that you're not way up here. Like, for instance, like the Mansa Musa story. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, where he was the richest man on earth, and way back in, I can't remember when, but he lived a long time ago, and Mali in Africa, and he was the richest man on earth, but he would travel through the land and he would throw his gold out to the people, and so much so that he would disrupt the whole economy of the whole land. But so that he comes to mind with that cliche, no one person can rise above the condition of his people. So if he has all this wealth, then share it. Then he's sharing it so everybody else can benefit from the wealth as well.
Well, that's
the balance, so it won't be so unbalanced.
Well, hey, I can see us doing that to this day, because we need that in the times we're living in. And as entrepreneurs, we will want to be able to, hang on to that. That's one cliche we want to hang on to. That's a keeper. Yeah. That's a keeper. One of the other ones that I have, if you step on a crack on the line, you know how you walking down the street, and if the sidewalk is cracked, you're not supposed to step on it, or your mother will break her back. Ain't that stupid? I must have been 4 years old when I first heard that one. You see, our cliches are a whole lot different.
Yeah, that's why we been so well, though.
I understand we have another caller. I'm so glad, because y'all need to call in and help us out on these cliches.
Oh, Sister Wasita's on the line.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, family. How's everybody?
Great.
Oh, I have a cliche. I have tons of them. I grew up in Southeast D.C. Shout out to Southeast.
Southeast in the house.
And one of the things that stood out was we had a big mama on the block, Miss Pearl, okay? Miss Pearl was Big Mama.
Okay.
And I remember Miss Pearl always saying basically two cliches that stand out to me. One is she told us as children only the strong survive.
Yes.
And she also told us that even iron wears out.
Even iron
wears out.
What does that mean for you?
Break it down for us a little bit.
Well, when the first one, only the strong survive. Lord knows with this new presidential regime up in there, we all better stick to this cliche.
Yes.
It's that you better become strong, and I'm not talking just physically. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, financially.
Yes.
That's right. I agree.
And so we must become strong to survive in today's society. And the second one, which is even iron wears out.
Uh-huh.
As an adult, I understand now what Miss Pearl, Big Mama, was saying. She was telling us that there are times, sugar, when you got to sit down and rest that body. We are such a go society. Got to do this, got to do that, take care of this, take care of that. And we go and we go and we go. But there's times when we need to sit ourselves down and get ourselves spiritually stationary, mentally stationary, because you can't keep running and running. Even the body is designed to take a break.
Yes.
God himself on the seventh day did what? He rested, So those, I just wanted to share those two cliches. Only the strong survive.
Yes.
And even iron wears out. So brothers and sisters that are always hustling and bustling, slow it down. Take time for God, family, and self. That's what we need right now.
All right now. Well, thank you for joining us.
Sister Wasita, for sharing.
Thank you, sisters. Love your show. And I told everybody all over the globe to watch y'all.
All right.
Y'all are Oprah and The View competition.
Yeah.
Y'all take it easy.
All right.
I'm at work. Peace.
Yeah, just to go piggyback off of her cliche. You know how when the thunderstorm and it's raining, they tell you get somewhere, be quiet, turn all the lights out. Woo, you talking about I grew up as a scaredy cat. I used to hate when it thunderstorm and rain because Mama said get somewhere, get quiet because God is trying to do his work. Have you ever heard that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought that was a good one to go behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to jump real quick back to our promos.
Okay.
Yeah, and share with you guys a couple of other things that we got going on because there is so much going on here at Everlasting Life. But not only does Everlasting Life have this particular location here at Central Avenue, but there's two others. Right? So there are two others. One is Vigoritos.
And the other one is Evolve.
And the other is Evolve Restaurant, and they both are in Tacoma Park. Is that Maryland or D.C.?
It's right on the cusp. It's D.C.
Okay, so on the D.C. line. So it's on Tacoma, right up the street from, if you get off the metro station and literally walk a block up the street, you run right into Evolve, right. And, something they're getting started over there is they're doing a fundraiser where you can go, and if you have like a nonprofit or any organization that you wanted to raise money for, and you wanted to rent the restaurant out to your friends and family, and they can come eat and have a good time. There's a bar there, and they can come and and enjoy a nice meal and drinks and things of that nature. And whatever proceeds that are produced from your event that you host there, you get 10% of all the proceeds. That's something.
That's a great place for meet up and girls' night out.
Yeah, it's a really nice posh. It's a posh restaurant. Yeah, so you definitely want to check it out. So that's Evolve, and they're starting this fundraiser. So if anybody's interested in that, just give us a ring here at Everlasting Life.
Okay, all right.
And I want to mention Solstice is coming up. So our Solstice Shopping Bazaar, first Saturdays of every month. and which is this Saturday. Yeah, excited. We got a bunch of new vendors coming through this month as well. So again, we take the whole dining area here at Everlasting Life and we fill it with vendors. And you can come, you can shop till you drop. You can come eat. We give away free gifts every hour on an hour. My sister friend is coming. She's going to grace us on the stage with her poetry.
Yeah.
So she'll be here to do that at 3 p.m. So you want to come if you want to enjoy the live entertainment. So again, you can shop, you can eat, you can get free taste test samples, all that. This Saturday from 12 to 8 p.m. is our Solstice Shopping Bazaar. And if you want more information or want to keep abreast of our shopping bazaars, we have a new Facebook page. It's Solstice Shopping Bazaar, and that's SOULSTICE Shopping Bazaar.
All right.
Okay.
Growing. I see some new people have joined us here online. Please get ready to call in. We want to hear about some of the cliches that you still hear today, some things that you have grown up on. So,
yeah,
call in 240-455-5934. I see you just joined us. Hey, why?
Yeah. And Lakeem is on with us. Brother Troy is on.
Hello.
And Lakeem had a cliche.
Okay.
And one of my favorite ones too, Lakeem. Rise above your emotions into the thinking of a God. That's one of my favorites.
I never heard of that one, but I can pretty much gather what it says.
Yeah.
So break it down for us of what you think. From that.
Well, for me, it just means we get so emotional that we react without thinking in a lot of instances, and we do things that we regret later because we get all hyped up, and we say things that we regret later, and as opposed to rising above our emotional level, into the thinking of what will God do.
Yeah.
In this instance.
Well, that's pretty much what I gather from it as well. It's like sometimes we can say things, and the power of the tongue can be very hurtful, and we don't think before we know we're going to hurt someone. So kind of think about it. What would God say in this situation? I saw that in a movie before.
What would God do?
What would God do in this situation? So sometimes or what would Jesus do? Yeah, that's what it was. But sometimes we do have to, think, take a deep breath, and kind of think about what we're going to say before we use this tongue.
And that's a good one. Lakeem, if you want to share with us by calling in or just typing up what it means to you, we'd love to hear it. But that's a good one for today's times too, because we're so emotional. We're such emotional. And I think when you can discipline your emotions to a point where you don't get so upset at the flick of a switch,
right? Or
you're not, what I'm saying? Your emotions are ruling you and not the other way around. So I think that's part of being self-disciplined.
Well, I see a lot of that. Well, even on the news, where you see people that have that road rage.
Yeah,
they would have thought a little bit before
Good
they
point.
did some things. People do all these hit and runs. I ain't never heard so many hit and runs. Like, people don't know how to cross the streets. But a lot of that is from people just not paying attention and just going from 0 to 1,000 with the emotions.
Right. But I'm glad you said that, because there's always something going on here. But it's another event that we don't have in the lineup. We don't have the flyer in the lineup, but I did want to mention it since we're on the subject of emotions. A neuroscientist is coming. He's got a 3-part lecture series that he does, and he did it last month, and I went. It was off-site, and I went. It was phenomenal. He really broke down things like that. We talked about that, how we're so snapped to, the road rage, and people will actually kill. Somebody say something you don't like, and you pull out a gun and you kill them. And why? Why do some people have these short fuses? So he broke down a lot of what happens to us mentally when we under oppression.
Okay.
If we're under an oppressive state of existence, and how that affects us physically, our minds, our spirits, and all that stuff. So it's brilliant, brother. Again, he's a neuroscientist. So he's coming back. He's coming here actually to do his 2nd part lecture here at Everlasting Life. That's on the 18th, February the 18th at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I think it's a $10 cover charge. But
that's what I was going to ask. Was it free?
You definitely, guys, if you can get in for that one, get in. It was very interesting information.
All right. Do you have any more cliches?
Yes, I do. Let's see. What did I say? What's next on my list? Associations bring upon similarities. Again, associations bring upon similarities. And what that means to me is, again, my dad was always in my ear with these cliches. So what that means to me is that the people you hang around the most is who you become or who you are. So, I don't know if you ever heard the saying, you take your 5 closest friends, and if you study their characteristics, like it's the likelihood that you are like them.
Well, something that kind of like go in that same category where if you hang around broke folks, you're going to be broke. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, I've heard that. So it's all kind of like broken down the same way.
Right.
And I do choose to hang around people with money, that's for sure.
On purpose.
On purpose, okay.
I heard that. So yeah, that's what that means to me. It's like, be careful with who you associate and affiliate yourself with, because them characteristics and traits do rub off. Okay. They rub off, just like anything else. If you be around, or you spend enough time doing or being around a certain individual or doing a certain thing, you become it. Y'all become like one. So be careful, family.
I think, again, once my cliches are from me thinking from when I was a 5-year-old kid, because this next one is, if you point at a graveyard, you're going to have bad luck. You're supposed to bite your finger real hard to prevent the bad luck. How many people have heard that one?
Where was I with all these? I didn't have never in my life heard that one. So say it again.
If you point, say you driving past or you walking past a graveyard and you point at the graveyard.
Okay.
I don't know if you point and say that's where my folks are or whatever. They say you're not supposed to point at a graveyard, because if you're pointing at a graveyard, you got to bite your finger real hard to prevent bad luck.
So what is, okay, so.
Don't ask me. I didn't make these things up. I just only heard them from a child. That's what it was. Yeah. I guess we had too much time on our hand growing up as a kid.
What up, guys? Ryan,
you have any? Because my sister's on this live. I know she heard some. She was part of the cliches. So
okay, Jay said I could share it. Jay, he says I can share one from my mom. I don't know if others got it though. What is it?
Say that one again.
He said he's going to share one, but he hasn't yet. Lakeem has another one. Every time you rise to a new level, you'll meet a new devil. Got that right.
You ain't never lied about that one. Okay, I believe that one. I haven't heard of it, but yeah, I believe that one. That sounds real true.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say more money, more problems. You ever heard that one?
More money, more problems. The more you make. Yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
What is the one about if you fall, and like say in your dreams, and you fall, you're falling in your dreams. They say if you land in your dream, you won't wake up. But how many of us have ever had a dream where we are falling and we just wake up just before we get ready to land? I've heard that one, that they say, but if you fall in your dream, you die in your sleep.
How do you know?
But that's what it is. You won't, the person that I can't wake up and tell you that they was falling.
Okay. So we assume if somebody dies in their sleep that they failed, it would splat.
If they died in their sleep, they must have fallen in their dreams.
Okay. All right, family. We need you guys. Let me see. Fight. Okay, here's Jay. Fight to remember the best moments in your life, and fight to unload the bad moments, because the good moments fight to be forgotten, and the bad ones fight to be remembered. Because the good moments fight to be forgotten, and the bad ones fight to be remembered. Okay. I don't know. I don't
know how to break that one. You should have called in on that one, bruh. You should have called in on 240-455-5934 and kind of broke that one down, because that's a little deep. I haven't heard that one.
Okay, I have one that I'm sure a lot of us heard before. You are what you eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard that one a lot and didn't know for a long time growing up that all that junk we ate, we felt like junk. How many of you, I know y'all can relate to that. Tap on the screen, give us some love, heart taps on the screen, wave, call in, do what you got to do. But I know that's why we here and learn so much of Everlasting Life. With Dr. Baruch on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, break it down about how the crackdonalds and all these different murder kings and all that stuff. I'll be looking at him like, what really is he talking about? But you know what? He breaks it down so where you really understand. Then that cliche that you just said, you are what you eat. So why don't we learn to eat healthy, eat good, eat great, so we can look great and feel good? Because that's exactly what that cliche means.
Yeah, it'll show too.
It definitely will show.
Whatever you put in will show on the outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we dress it up though. We dress it up a lot. Look nice.
And try to put a little makeup on, but hey, what's underneath there is what's there.
It will reveal itself. Whatever you put in your body. We might think we binge eating in the secret in the dark.
Come around down the room, he can tell you ain't been eating right.
It will show on the body and the mind.
I love getting the compliments when I'm with my children. They say, "Oh, those your children?
Mm-hmm.
What?" I like that, so I'm gonna keep doing whatever I'm doing. Try to eat right, hang around great people, you know, and do and stay on the right scale.
Yes. Let's see. Anybody else? If we forgotten, if any, because the streams are moving as people talk. So if you have a cliche that I didn't read off, just copy and paste it and send it out again. So I want to make sure we get everybody's cliche in. Okay?
All right. So I understand.
Okay. So, Jay's on the line.
Okay, great. Hey, Jay. So break it down for us. Your cliche, what you were talking about.
Hey, I don't know if it needs to be broken down, but first I want to say peace to the family.
Peace. Where you calling from?
I appreciate y'all and what y'all do. I'm in Jacksonville. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, though.
You're from Baltimore, but calling by way of Jacksonville?
Exactly. I'm in Jacksonville now.
All right.
2000. But what it is that my mom used to always tell me to always fight to remember any good moment that I have in my life, because the bad moments in my life seem to fight to stay with me, but the good moments seem to always fight to be forgotten. So you have to fight to remember the good ones and unload the bad ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Did that make sense?
It makes all the sense in the world now. It does.
Great advice. So cliches aren't just things for bad luck, but they have some great words of wisdom. So we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, because we do.
All right, you're welcome. My pleasure. We appreciate you too down this way.
All right, thank you. Spread the love for us, please.
All right, will do.
Thank you. Now. Yeah, especially like these days when you turn on the news and everything is gloom and doom, and you almost forget that there's beautiful things going on in the world, because it's on the forefront of our mind is all the negativity and all the bad and the painful things.
Yes,
because they're coming to us from every angle. And so, like he was mentioning, so the good things kind of gotta fight to get in there, because all the negative stuff is right there. So that's important.
All right. Mm-hmm. So what's on your list?
Okay. Think 5 times before you speak, and you might be right.
You might be right.
You might be right.
5 times.
Think 5 times.
Or think for 5 seconds or 5 minutes. You say think 5 times.
Think over what you about to say.
For like
5 times.
Okay.
Before you speak it.
Okay.
And you might be right.
All right.
That's another one that came from Daz.
Okay, Dad had some great, awesome ones. Yeah. His again was like words of wisdom too.
So I think he was sharing that to remind me to watch what I say. Mm-hmm. Watch what you say. I believe that words carry energy. Words are life.
Oh yeah, I told you that power of that tongue.
Yeah.
So
awesome. And if you're careful, if you're more careful with what you say, and I'll be the first to admit that sometimes I'm just not. I'm a lot better these days than yesteryears.
And guess what? I'm still a work in progress.
Yeah, me too.
You love me. You gotta love me. You gotta love me to know me. I understand we have another caller. Y'all doing so good calling in today. Who do we have joining us? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I think I know that voice.
Who is it?
Who is this? You just called us, Ma.
This is Miss Thatcher.
Hi, turn down your TV. You got something loud going on. Turn it down. Turn your TV down.
Okay, this is Miss Thatcher. Hi there.
Thanks for calling.
Hi, Miss Tempie. Miss Thatcher's on the line. Tempie's mom.
Hi, Mom.
I like to put in. I just want to put in my little cliche for the day.
Okay. Can you turn your TV down? What is that?
It's my
We
cell
can
phone.
hear you.
Oh, your cell phone. Okay, Precious. You didn't call in from the landline?
Then I called from my house phone. Is that okay?
That is good.
Okay. And I'd like to get my little cliche in for the day. Everything is going on so beautifully. I'm enjoying all of them.
Thank you, Mom.
As I was growing up, my mother always was saying I never knew what your blessing is around the corner.
So break that one down for us.
Okay, well, the blessing is a lot of us like to give up very quickly on our faith of what we're reaching out for in life. And if we're not so quick and you give up so fast, you'll miss your blessing.
Right.
Because your blessing is just right there around the corner. If you just hold on, it will be there for you if you don't give up.
Thank you, Mom. That's awesome.
That's faith. That's a lesson in faith.
Yes, that's on faith.
Do you have another one? 'Cause I'm sure you got like 1,000 of them.
Yes, but I don't want to say all of them. But one of them is like, my mother always said, keep your nose clean.
Keep your nose clean, all right.
Nose clean. Keep your nose out of everybody else's business.
Yeah.
You know, always.
Oh, okay. Like stay out of other people's business.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so slow.
Yes, I do. If that cat cross in front of you,
Huh?
if a black cat cross in front of you, you're bad luck.
Yeah, I said that one earlier. See, nobody
Where
see
you got it from?
See, I wasn't making that one up. Yep.
All right. Then the last one is don't start anything that you can't finish.
Hello.
That right. Makes sense to me.
That makes sense to me too.
Okay.
Don't start none, it won't be none.
I love it,
Both of
Mom.
you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome back.
All right.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
calling.
Bye bye.
That was great. That was great. Yeah, I see where you get your good quality
I'm telling you, that's all she
information
said.
from.
What's cliche? She never really said many other words. I didn't even know any other words because all she did was cliche.
Yeah. So let's see. I have another one. It takes a village to raise a child.
Oh yes. Are we still going by that to this day? Because we kind of got away from that one.
Big time. Big time.
It really does take a village to raise a child.
Yeah, and it's so important.
Because back in the day, your school teacher, of course, they were your mom away from home. Mm-hmm. And then
The church.
your church family, and all of them got a chance to give you a little tap on them hips if you wasn't doing right. Can't do that today.
Ain't that something?
No, Mama Jenkins can't hit you today. You ready to call 911 on Mama Jenkins?
That's interesting too. How the difference in how
The
the upbringing and then the outcome, the results of what we see today when we don't take these very wise cliches into effect, because they've been around for eons.
Yes.
And then we just don't toss them to the side and be like, okay, well, we don't need those no more. Then you
Because
look
some of
around
our
like,
grandkids don't even know nothing about cliches.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Nicole Bryan, she says, a promise is a comfort to a fool.
a promise is a comfort to a fool. Her grandmother always said that. Mm-hmm. A promise is a comfort to a fool.
You should call in and tell us that one, because I really can't break that one down for myself, but it's kind of jumbling in my brain. A promise is a comfort to a fool. I don't know. You tell me what you got from that, Nicole, and please call in. Nicole, she does these fabulous soaps and everything. I wish she would call in and throw some of that
down
scent through
for
here
us.
and break it down for us. Call in, Nicole, if you can, at 240-455-5934.
Jay says, success is not how much you acquire for yourself, but how many you help with your success. Yeah.
That goes with that village. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank
I
you,
like
Jay.
that one.
I like that one too.
And it's true. It's because, because again, we so individualized. We become so individualized. The whole village thing.
Yes.
We take a village where we take the whole community.
Yes.
Now it's this my baby. You better not touch my baby. Individual. And like Jay is saying, like the success thing. I got mine. You get yours. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that mentality, we don't need that kind of mentality with being entrepreneurs. We need to be able to be a village with being entrepreneur. You know,
Right.
each one tell one, you share something. You're not going to take anything away from me. That's what's for me is for
That's
me, and
right.
what's for you is for you.
That's right.
And I wish that we really could get more like that. It's so hard to be in business. You know,
Right.
some people can go out here and get a business. It might be easy to get a business, but staying in business is where we all are needed. Shop from your local small business owner, and let's continue to spread the word and help each other out.
Yeah, and then we get there quicker. And we get there and we get more accomplished when we come together collectively. Like I think of Dr. Baruch here at Everlasting Life and how, who would have thought that you come in and you get a restaurant, you get good food, and you can also shop with vendors.
Yes.
Now that's a part of a village, collective entrepreneurship.
Yes.
A collaboration. So it's like, a lot of
definitely.
times it's like, okay, well, this is my spot. No, y'all can't come here and do
Right,
what
you don't get that from him.
and so and the general public love it. They come here and they love it, so they can bounce back off the food as well as the products that are being sold here. And then look, everybody benefits.
Yes,
from
it's a
that,
win-win.
from the collectivity.
Yes, indeed.
So we do got to definitely
Leslie, what did you say, Leslie? Sustainment is everything.
Sustainment is everything. So sustainment. Okay.
I can't really break it down, but I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Sustainment is everything. I think we can kind of like pretty much gather what that means. Sustainment is everything.
Mm-hmm. So Roland also.
The entrepreneurs learn to be.
Roland said, true entrepreneurs learn not to be territorial.
Or
nor
jealous.
jealous. Yeah, that's something we got to work on. I think because that whole jealousy and everything
and
is
sometimes jealousy don't wear well on people, and it shows. We can't really hide if you're jealous or something. So let's put that away, y'all.
Yeah, it's
you
an
don't have
internal
nothing to be
thing.
jealous.
It's something you to work on yourself because
Pray about it.
If you were happy with yourself, then you would be happy for everybody else around you because you good.
Yeah.
But that jealousy and envy come in when you're not happy with who you are, and so somebody else doing something that you would wish that you could do yourself. And now envy comes in, rears its ugly head.
And insecure is something that's really, it's like almost a disease, being insecure about anything, yourself, a business, or someone else. So you really need to pray about that, detox that out your system because you're only blocking your blessings.
Yeah, that's some internal stuff. We really got to work on ourselves.
Oh, most
that's
definitely.
the key. Self work, yeah.
So I have another one. If you bite your tongue, you just told a lie. How many people
Where was I?
You never heard that one either. Come on, Al. You never
heard that one.
You bite your tongue, you just told a lie.
Really? Okay. Wow.
And what about if someone's talking about if your ears are burned and someone's talking about Tempie?
I heard that one.
Okay,
I have heard that one.
Well, somebody must be talking about me all the time because my ears itch a lot.
Yeah. What about if your hand itch?
Some money coming. But they did used to break that one down. They said if your right hand itch, then you're going to be receiving money. If your left hand itch, then you're going to be paying out money. Have you heard that one?
I hadn't heard it broke down that way.
I heard that one.
Okay.
Sustainment speaks to everyone. She's kind of, you got to read it from
Okay. Sustainment speaks to exactly what you're saying. Terms, collaboration, and support each enables a business to grow and flourish. So sustainment speaks to exactly what you're saying. Terms, collaboration, and support each enables a business to grow and flourish.
So I think we kind of broke that down about, each one of us helping each other, spread the word about another small business that you know about, and, come to the solstice. We're here, doing and promoting business every day here at Everlasting Life. So, yes.
Yeah. So, Lakeem has a lot of good ones. Wow. Okay. Wow. He has a lot. Okay. Want for your brother and sister what you want for yourself, even if you don't have it for yourself. That goes into being comfortable with who you are.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't have that right now, but I'm glad that you do. So wanting for
sort of like the way our relationship is. We promote each other. We help each other. We, if it's something that you do, I'll help if something, and vice versa. So I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's getting
real
back
good
to that
one.
village, that love of each other.
Most definitely.
He says a little clarity on the one about the promise being comfort to a fool. One that may help clarify that one would be bump what you say. Let's see what you do. Yeah.
Put your money where your mouth is.
That's funny because I got a cliche that's real similar to his on my list. And then what else he say? He says, your body is sacred. Treat it like a gem and cover it up.
Well, yes. Oh, wow. Okay.
Cover it up.
Cover it up. Don't show all your goods, huh?
I heard that.
I
Treat
know.
it like a gem.
But I also heard one about your body is your temple. You only get one, so treat it right. So with that being said, that can be in with fitness, the foods that we eat, the amount of water we drink, the exercising, all of that.
Yeah.
So yes, you only get one temple, so treat it right.
Right. Yeah.
Hey guys.
What going back to what he was saying, what Lakeem was saying about let's see what you do. Another one, Daddy again. He used to say, what you do, speak so loud, I don't hear a word you say. I can hear him now right in my ear. What you do, speak so loud, I can't hear a word you say. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
There you go.
Basically.
Or don't be no fool. You sitting up here making a fool of yourself, doing stuff. That's maybe I kind of lost it. Kind of lost it. But I think I get what Pops was saying.
Basically, don't talk about it, be about it.
Be about it. Yep.
Yep.
Melinda, you just joining us. I know you heard a lot of cliches down there in Georgia.
Yeah.
Tell us some of the cliches. Type it in or call it in, girl. Yes, my cousin. She's watching.
Oh, hi,
From Georgia. Hey.
I did want to mention about my hot date with self.
Ooh,
yes.
Tell
yes,
us, do
child.
tell.
I have a event coming up. February the 11th, Saturday, February 11th from 6 to 9, a hot date with self. This is our second annual. We had so much fun last year. Me and the ladies, it's strictly for the ladies.
Okay.
And we had such a good time that they promised me that I would do it again. So I said, okay, we'll make this an annual event. So the initial thing was it was centered around the whole Valentine's Day and for the ladies that may not have had a date. And, instead of sitting at home by yourself, let's come out together and have a hot date with ourselves.
Okay.
So that was the initial thing. So this year it's a sip and candle making class.
Oh, right.
So we're going to be sipping
sipping
wine, making candles. Allison with our candles is going to come and show us how to create candles. We also have two special guests coming. Miss Mayasa, she was here with us last year. So if you ladies who are watching and you were here for last year's hot date with self, she's coming back. And y'all remember how fiery and this sister's spirit is very, very, very warm. And she's an angel. She's an angel. So she's got a lot of healing qualities to her. And so she's coming back to share with us some of her wisdom. And then I have another special guest that's going to come and talk to us about the power of sisterhood. So we're going to have some really good food, healthy food, and we're going to eat, and we're going to sip wine, and we're going to make candles, and we're going to talk, and we're going to laugh, and everything we do.
Okay,
and,
sounds great.
A hot date with self. Again, that's right here, Everlasting Life, February the 11th. That's from 6 to 9. That's a Saturday from 6 to 9. Tickets are only $20. You can get the tickets right on Eventbrite by going to ahotdatewithself.eventbrite.com. We also have a girlfriend package. So if you wanted to come as a group, you can buy 3 tickets and you get one free. So you definitely want to get your tickets in advance, family, because it goes up pretty substantially at the door. It's $30 at the door. So it's $20 in advance, $30 at the door. So don't wait last minute. We always have a good time. It's a guaranteed good time. So hopefully we'll see you guys for that.
All right, so getting back to our cliches. Do we have any more cliches?
I do. And this one came from, I believe it was Zora Neale Hurston, when she said, gods always behave like the people who created them. I love that one.
And
gods always behave like the people who created them. So, in my mind, what she meant by that was, we take on these characters. We all have, it's like so many hundreds of different religions and belief systems and faiths out here, and everybody believes that their way is the right way, is the so it's like, Okay, so your God behaved the way you want your God to behave, and my God behaved the way I want my God to behave. Like, for instance, the Ku Klux Klan. You're Christian, right? And so is a member of a Ku Klux Klan. So their God behaves like a Ku Klux Klan member would behave, and your God behaves like you would behave as a Christian. So the difference I think that's what she meant by that.
I hope that's what she meant, because what I gather from it is that you carry yourself like a queen, you'll be treated like a queen. You carry yourself godly, that godly things will come to you. So that's pretty much what I gather from that cliche.
Okay.
Yeah. What about good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite? I did not understand anything about bed bugs until here recently, looking on the news and children coming back home from staying over someone's house with these different bugs. I didn't know what those things were for a long time. Now there's literally bed bugs out here these days.
Oh, yeah.
Sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah.
Literally.
I heard back in the day that's what something they used to do to prevent that. Some kind of beds they used to, I don't know. Don't get me going back.
Yeah, that's a whole topic within itself.
Yeah.
But we had a great time with this one. I didn't think we was going to be able to cover a whole hour on cliches alone. But that goes to show you that there are so many cliches that we're still saying today, and a lot of them that we've heard as a child.
Right.
So we want to tell everyone, you have anything last words to share?
Let's see. Okay, Elife Media, just talking about the subscription to elifemedia.net. So we do have, this is our 8th show, I believe.
Like 8th or 9th, something like that.
Yeah, so we definitely have a lot of shows that we've, 8 shows that we've done thus far. So if you guys wanted to go back and review any of those shows, it's always on a different topic.
Yes.
You can go on to the YouTube channel. It's Elife Media Group YouTube channel, and you can review not just our shows, but all the shows that go on here at Elife Media.
Yes.
And if you yourself are interested in creating your own show, I mean, it could be centered around anything. We have a gospel show that comes on weekly. Us, our What's on Your Mind show. Roland Grimes does a show where he discusses hot topics, and Dr. Baruch has his show, and then we even have a go-go show. Brother comes every week, and they interview a lot of the local go-go artists. So if you're interested in coming and joining the Elife Media family and hosting your own show each week, or whenever, the studio is available for rent.
And we also like to promote what you're doing. So please, we are your girls. So believe me, call in, get in touch with us on Facebook or whatever you have to do to get us to talk. We like for you to make our faces. We like for you to do our hair. Yeah. We like to wear your clothes, and jewelry. So we are your girls, all right? Until we meet again, each and every one of you, God bless you. Join us each and every Wednesday at 3 o'clock on elifemedia.net. Until then, goodbye.
Thanks for joining, family.
Goodbye for now.
There's something on your mind. Tell me. Just stay on the line. I believe there's something on your mind.